So you think I'm in trouble? Well, maybe so, but no more than usual. Can I buy you a drink?
No, thank you. Luke, I got the foreclosure notice on the club. We're not divorced.
Not yet.
So I'm still part owner in the club, and they sent me a copy.
Well, you know, that's what the government's good at, sending out photocopies.
The point is that I am responsible for this debt, too, okay? If they come after you, they're going to come after me. But I have an idea.
Oh, look, ideas we got plenty of, but thanks anyway.
Luke, if you don't pay the mortgage, you will lose the club, and I could lose my company. Now, listen to me. I have an idea to raise the money, all right? Deception needs to throw a big party to announce the new face of deception. I could throw it here. You know, we've got a big budget.
Absolutely not.
You haven't even heard my plan.
I don't need to. I'm not interested.
You'd better be interested.
You bailing me out is a bad idea.
I'm not bailing. Okay. I need a place to have a party.
Well, there's a lot of nice places around Port Chuckles.
But I'd like to have it someplace unique, someplace unusual.
Well, ask Sonny to give you a warehouse. That's unique. He ought to do it for a nominal fee, given his wacko wife is your business partner.
Yeah, well, his wacko wife, last time she was involved in one of my parties... nothing. Anyway, I need a safe place to have the party, and it has to be something that will draw in the press because they've already shown up for us once, so I do need something special.
I don't know, you know, blues and perfume.
It works for me.
Okay, look, you want the place, like you say, you're a half owner, fine, take it. I only have one condition.
I won't play any country western.
I've got two conditions, that, and I won't take any money.
We're budgeted for a party.
Those are my terms.
That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense tax-wise, insurance-wise.
So, go to the grill.
And give the money to the Quartermains?
That'll put you on Edward's good side.
Oh, why are you being stubborn about this? You know, you need the money, and I need a place to have a party. We could help each other.
I'm happy to help you, Laura. You want the place, take it.
So, you can help me, but I can't help you. What's up with that, Luke? You know, it's not 20 years ago. I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm a grown woman with my own company and my own life. We have a problem here, you know, and I have every right to help you solve it.
We don't have anything, Laura. We are over.
We happen to have 2 children together. If you lose the club, you lose your ability to support them.
Is that what this is about? Child support?
It's about giving them a sense of security, yes.
Security? I don't know the meaning of that word. I'm not about to learn it from you.
You know, I thought we'd gotten to a point where we could be civil with one another, you know? Sort of be friends if the sky were falling. Maybe we could reach out to one another.
Well, next time I feel the clouds around my ears, I'll give you a call.
They're going to take the club, Luke.
If what? You don't do something?
Somebody's got to fix it.
And how do you know I haven't fixed it already? You march in here, you act like I've completely blown it.
I got a foreclosure notice in the mail. What am I supposed to do? Just ignore that?
Well, you might have asked me first if I need help before you assume I'm so pathetic I can't even lift myself up off the floor and open an envelope. I got the notice, Laura. I'm taking care of it.
How?
I'm on to something. Something big.
Oh, here we go again.
Well, you asked.
Well, is it the Ice Princess again? You know, that's how you got into this mess in the first place. You grabbed it and Interpol seized all your assets.
Well, I'm not Interpol's favorite foreigner.
It's not going to stop you, though. You're still going to go after it.
I'm on to something better than the Ice Princess, even.
Oh. Almost afraid to ask you.
Well, let's just say that I find that I'm in possession of something that turns out to be more valuable than I thought it was.
You know, when you get this proud of yourself, I get a little worried.
Don't be worried. It's a straightforward business transaction. I have something somebody wants. Now all I gotta do is take them to the cleaners.
You've got a straightforward business transaction right here, right now. You could rent your club to my company, get the money to pay off the debt, but no. You want to duck the law, you want to take the chance of losing the club. You're out of your mind.
You used to like that about me.
I used to be young.
You're still young. Nothing's changed. I'm still crazy. You're still beautiful. Are you really this mad because I've got a plan? Or is it because you're not a part of it anymore?
I can't believe that I came here willing to put myself and my company on the line to help solve a family problem. You know, and you dragged Felicia into it.
Felicia? Who the hell said anything about Felicia?
Well, for your information, I don't care who you're having your adventures with these days. I'm just saying that you are asking for trouble.
Trouble worth having.
Yeah, but all trouble is worth having as far as you're concerned. That's the problem.
There is no problem, and Felicia has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, that's not the point anyway. It's the mortgage, you know? Forget it. Forget it. You know, I should have listened to Scotty. You're impossible.
Oh, Scotty. Baldwin strikes again. You know, that chump has always had a very negative influence on you.
Just tell me how you're going to pay the mortgage so I can get out of here.
I don't think so. You have your life, apparently, with Scott, and I have mine. Why trouble each other with bothersome details?
Fine. Okay. Well, if your little scheme doesn't work out for you, you try to hit Felicia up for a loan.
Oh, incoming.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there.
Oh.
Scotty.
Ow. What do you got in that bag?
My life. I'm sorry. You want me to get you an ice pack?
No, but I take a kiss. I won't take a kiss.
What are you doing here anyway?
Well, I was working on the Cornwall letter, you know, for the stoppers.
Does it have to go out tonight? I mean, really?
No, I guess
Good,
it
because
doesn't.
I don't think I could concentrate on another thing today. I wasn't even going to come back here. It's just that I was so angry when I got into the car. I didn't want Leslie Lou to see me like that, so...
Well, what happened?
I should have listened to you. I don't know.
Well, that goes without saying.
I went to see Luke. And you're right. My name is on the foreclosure papers.
Well, I hope you had the sense God gave a goose not to hand him any money.
How can I do that? I'd have to sell my half of this company.
Well, I hope you're not even thinking about doing anything.
I'm not. Believe me, I'm not. I'm not about to just throw away everything I've worked so hard for another one of Luke's crazy ideas. I offered to throw the deception announcement party at his club, which would have given him an honest piece of cash, you know, to stave off the foreclosure.
Well, did he go for it?
Are you kidding? When there's some kind of a crazy, convoluted scheme that's guaranteed to fail. Now, Luke is going to solve his problems Luke's way. And the hell with everyone else.
Well, you know, Luke's always been selfish and...
Yeah, and stubborn. And immature. And, you know, so self-centered. There are 2 children involved in this. 2 children who will be affected by this.
Well, lucky for the children that you're so successful.
Yeah, well, they've long since given up depending on him. It's me, you know? I keep going back to the same place, expecting something different, but you're right. He's never going to change. Never.
That's right, and it's a good thing that you're strong and independent now and standing on your own 2
You know, he has no right to talk to me that way. I mean, maybe I'm new at this game, but my company is making money and his is in foreclosure.
I always told you you'd be good at business.
But he thinks it's pity, you know? And it's not. It's business, for God's sake. The club goes down, it drags everybody down with it. But he refuses to see that. Or at least he's not going to hear it from me, his little wifey, little Miss Yes Dear. You know what I'm going to do the next time he tries to tell me what to do?
You do the opposite. Right?
You're a genius.
Well, I've been told that a few times.
Well, no, wait a minute. He has no right to deny me access to the club because I'm still a part owner, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then if I choose to throw the announcement party at his club, he can't stop me, right?
Well, yeah, but it's,
Oh,
I
great!
thought
That's it.
not what.
We're gonna throw the announcement party at Luke's club. It's final.
Yeah, but I thought that
thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm not asking for your help, Luke. Only your cooperation.
My cooperation? You want my cooperation?
At least admit that we have a common cause in Helena's downfall. Now, what is that proverb? The enemy of my enemy?
Look, I hate you. I hate your mom.
But which one of us do you hate more? It's an important question. If you have a decision to make, you need to consider the past as well as the present and the future.
Okay, well, let me see now. You slept with my wife. You framed me for your own murder, which you didn't even have the decency to be dead. And you're the source of 1,000 petty annoyances. But your mother, on the other hand, kidnapped my son, made me believe he was dead for a year, and has stir-fried his brains. Who do I hate worse? God, this is tough.
All right, now, indulge me. You have to look at our motives. Now, everything that I have done has been for Nicholas. Out of love for Nicholas, to protect him.
You're a saint?
Then there's Helena. Helena has never gotten over the deaths of Mikosh and Stavros. She has sworn revenge. She is obsessed with making you pay. She's already cost Lucky a year of his life. Who will be next? Laura? Or perhaps your baby Lulu? Whereas I have no interest in any of you unless you hurt Nicholas. Now, you would do well to consider my proposition.
Remind me.
You have something Helena wants. Give it to me. I'll bring her down.
Well, I'd like nothing more than to see your mother on her knees groveling.
Then we have a deal.
Not so fast. I'm a businessman. Your mother has offered me something more tangible than, what did you call it, common cause?
Well, naturally, and whatever she offered you,
It was cash.
I'll double it.
I'll think about it.
You know, in fact, feel free to go back and bleed her for more. Whatever she offers, I'll outbid her.
Now we cooking. Hey. Hey, what the hell's going on? The mortgage isn't due until tomorrow. What do you think you're doing?
my job. What does it look like?
Put that down! Get out of here! Go tell your bosses that Luke's is Luke's and it's gonna stay Luke's!
Having the party at Luke's club was the only thing that I could come up with. I mean, what was I supposed to do? I am part owner in that club, you know? Am I going to just stand by and watch the bank foreclose on it?
But you know Luke, and you know he'd never let anybody take the club away.
Then what is he going to do about it, Bobby? He's almost out of time now.
I don't know, but he has gotten out of tight spots before. I talked to him last night, and he says he has a plan.
Bobby, Luke always has a plan. Unfortunately, it rarely includes those pesky little details like paying his bills on time and keeping current with his creditors. You know, he's always been this way. He used to tell me that it kept life exciting.
That's what he's still telling me.
Well, I have had enough excitement with Luke to last me a lifetime.
How do you think Luke is going to react when he finds out you booked the club without his okay?
He's going to go ballistic, you know? But when the debt has been paid and the bank is off of his back, then maybe he'll learn to live with it. At least we will have bought some time.
Well, maybe you're getting upset for no reason. I mean, you know Luke. When he says he'll take care of something, he always does.
Maybe you should try trusting Luke.
And don't come back! And that goes for you, too. Get out. Give me that. Give me that. Get out of here! What are you two spuds waiting for? I said out. Get out!
Fine, we're going.
Yeah, get out and don't come back!
Well,
A little too much caffeine this morning? If you don't mind me saying so, it's really not the most effective way to deal with blue-collar workers, do you think?
I'm just getting started. You're next. Look, you better get out of here, or I'm gonna kick you and your bank teller shoes from here to Guam.
Well, the very idea. I assume then that this is not the most convenient time to set up the party?
Party?
Yes. Which won't inconvenience you in the least, I assure you. Deception will be happy to arrange its plans around yours. Now, if you don't mind me saying so, the atmosphere does seem a bit deshabille, as it were. I do hope the laborers will be through with their chores by the time the guests arrive tonight.
You work for Laura.
Who else? And by the way, I resent the footwear remark.
Yeah, well, you go back and you tell Mrs. Spencer that there ain't gonna be a party here tonight. Not in my club, not tonight, not ever. Okay?
Well,
get out. Everybody out!
Oh, heavens.
Damn it. That's exactly what I told her not to do. Why? What would I expect? She's going to do that, of course. She's going to do that. Nobody saves our butts but me. Did everybody hear that? It's time for you to put your money where your mouth is. Helena. Yes, darling, it's me. Listen, new timetable. You want the discs. You have the $1 million ready tonight.
And what exactly does any of this have to do with you?
It does have something to do with me. Luke is a friend of mine, and I support him.
Oh, I see.
Dr. London was going to leave a copy
we
of
were in the
George's
middle of
medical...
something here.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Excuse me. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Spencer. It is I, your tired, trusty, and at the moment very put-upon servant.
What's wrong, Elton?
Oh, God. Only everything. Things have gone a bit awry, I'm afraid. It seems as though there's not going to be a party whatsoever. That is, unless you want to send a SWAT team in with the caterers.
Luke?
Well, Mr. Spencer was a bit less than thrilled. You know, he could really use some good etiquette lessons. Now, please, don't kill the messenger for saying so, but time is of the essence. Deadline, tick-tock, tick-tock.
All right. Just go back to the office. I'll handle everything. Thanks. Well, looks like you were right. Luke does have a plan, and he is going to have to change it. Every newspaper, every magazine, every radio station in the whole tri-state area has been notified, Luke, and they're coming. Yes, they are all coming to the party here tonight. And I did it. Yes, I did it with Elton. We've called caterers, we've called decorators, florists, we've arranged for music, everything, every last detail has been taken care of.
No, not every last detail. You missed one little tiny detail. You're not having the party here.
Why are you being so stubborn about this? You know, this club belongs to me, too. I do have the right to try to save it.
Who said anything needs to be saved? I don't need to be saved. My club does not need to be saved, and I don't need your pity. I'll save myself, thank you. I'm very used to it, believe me.
I'm not running a charity, Luke. I'm not. This was a business decision. I could be held liable for the default on the mortgage, and having the party here just solves two problems for me, that's all. I mean, first of all, it's a great venue for my party, and secondly, it generates a little income to keep the club out of foreclosure.
Laura, this is not a venue, okay? I mean, look, it's no grand ballroom. It's a blues club, not a venue, for God's sake.
How do you know what it would look like? You threw all the workmen out before they had a chance to do a thing.
This conversation is ridiculous. We wouldn't even be having it if you had bothered to listen to me the first time. I will get the money on my own.
I heard you the first time, Luke. I really did. I think the reason you're angry is that for the first time, I didn't just follow along. I decided to fix the problem myself. I made my own decisions. I took matters into my own hands.
Is that it, or do you have another self-empowerment cliche you'd like to spout?
No, that's not it, because you know what? This has to do with the financial security of my family.
Our family! I told you I would get the money. I've always protected you and the kids.
Do you call what you've done protection? I mean, what about what you're doing right now? Is this protection?
Well, everybody hits a little rough patch now and then, but look, we're not husband and wife anymore, but that is the only thing that's changed. Nothing else is different.
You're wrong. Absolutely wrong. I've changed, and it's about time you noticed.
I am painfully aware that you've changed, Laura. You're not my wife.
I wasn't talking about the divorce. I just meant that when we were married, I was young and I was impressionable, and I was a little too eager to follow.
Impressionable? Look, I was there too. The Luke part of the equation, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember that we were pretty damn happy.
We were happy, you're right. I still think about that sometimes.
So do I. Sometimes.
All of those years on the run, you know? The adventure and the danger. I mean, it was an amazing rush.
I thought that rush was called love.
We were happy, we really were. It's just, I think I woke up one day and I realized that I needed certain things.
Like what?
A life.
You didn't have a life?
No, that's not what I mean. A stable life, you know, a family life, a life with roots. I don't know. Maybe I wanted too much. Or maybe you didn't want enough. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter now, huh?
What does matter now?
That I don't depend on anyone else for my own happiness or my own sense of security. I'm taking care of myself, Luke. You know, I started this company, and it's made great strides forward, and it feels good.
Well, it looks good on you, too.
Thank you. I can do this, Luke. The club is half mine, and I am capable of helping to save it, but, you know, you're too stubborn to let me. And I think the reason is because when you look at me, you still see that 18-year-old girl. You know, it's as if I need you to function in the world at all. And I don't. I've grown up.
Taking care of people you love. Protecting them and providing for them. That's what a man's supposed to do.
You're right. But, not all the time. I mean, not when those people are capable of taking care of themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, this is so weird. I mean, I'm looking at you, and I'm listening to you. And in a way, it's like the first time I ever saw you. Because I think you're right. You're right. There's a part of me that will always think of you as that 18-year-old girl that I fell in love with. That young woman that I promised to protect and to watch over. And nothing will change that. I guess we'll just have to accept it. I mean, it's just the way I am. I'm an old dog. I don't learn new tricks well. And what I do is take care of the people I care about. At work, at home, where I live, where I used to live. The money crunch is temporary, Laura. Believe me. I'll take care of it. Do me a favor. Take your bail out and go bail somewhere else.
But if your boat sinks, it takes me down with it. You know, we are still husband and wife.
Technically.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't sign the property settlement.
Well, I'm not good at details. You know that.
But the point is, I am as responsible for your debt as you are.
More responsible, apparently, from your point of view.
No, look, that's not the point here, okay? That's not it. The point is that I've already announced that the deception party is going to be held here in less than 3 hours tonight.
Well, unannounce it. Community property be damned. This is still my club. I still say what goes on in it. The foreclosure is going away. I don't need your bailout. I don't need your rescue. I will take care of it myself.
Okay. You're right. You know what? You're right about all of it.
I beg your pardon?
You're right. It's just as you said, you know, you're still the one calling all the shots. I'm still that 18-year-old girl who's gotten herself into a terrible jam because, of course, of my own bullheadedness. I have $10,000 worth of caterers cowering in your parking lot because some madman chased them out of here. And I should be home right now, getting ready. You know, I've got this very overpriced hairstylist who's probably standing on the porch right now waiting for me, and then I have to come rushing back here to meet people who have flown in for the second time from New York to see me grab a microphone from somewhere, anywhere, and announce that Elizabeth Weber is the new face of deception. But in order to do any of that, I do need you to rescue me. Just one more time, for old time's sake. What do you say? Take the check, Luke.
Nope.
Fine, I'll give it to Roy.
Hey, Roy works for me. He'll take your check and rip it up. Oh, I changed my mind. Give me your check.
No, I think I'll give it to Roy. He will put it in the bank. He's a sensible man.
Laura, everything in this place is exactly where I want it to be. I don't want anybody, a bunch of catering goons or anybody touching all my memorabilia. I came in here this morning and they were taking the Queen of the Axis powers out.
I will instruct Elton that everything is to remain exactly where it is. Anything else?
Well, yeah, I don't have enough stock. We don't have time for an order either.
That's not your problem. It's Elton's problem.
Well, then your booze is going to be all mixed up with mine. There won't be any room in the dumpster. This is a massive headache.
Please, please. It's not your problem, okay? It's Elton's problem. Just let him come in and take care of everything, and you'll be impressed, I swear.
Swear to me that you're not rescuing me from the repo man.
I swear to you that I am renting this place for my very important party, which if I don't start getting dressed for right now, I am going to be very, very late. And that looks bad for the president of the company. And I will hold you responsible. So help me God.
Yeah, okay. Give me the check.
For what it's worth, you're invited.
I don't like parties.
Fine, stay away.
Well, I might come in for one drink. If my sale goes well.
All right, I'll bite. What are you selling?
Can't tell.
I figured.
I can say this. I have 2 buyers feverishly interested.
Luke, if this has anything to do with the Cassidines, I beg of you, think of your children and their love for their brother.
What is this? You don't trust me?
I trust you enough to leave it at that, all right? I'm going to send Elton in with his crew. Be nice.
Will you tell him not to touch the naked Mahjong or any...
Fine.
Damn it. I am such a pushover.